So I was reading over in London, they have another set of riots, and obviously if you stop time right now, that wouldn't be the only place that has riots for a breach of human rights and the fight for human rights. And I was just thinking, like, how much pussies we are in America. You know, and I don't know if it derives from laziness, like us just not wanting to do anything. I mean, there's been polls taken where the majority of Americans don't have faith in their Congress, I guess you could say, or the legal system. But anytime you tell them, like, hey, this is going on, or, you know, making a law to outlaw sagging pants is a breach of human rights, or, you know, outlawing something else stupid like that is a breach of human rights. They say, oh, no, that's fucking impossible in America, because we're the most free and privileged and civilized nation on the planet. That's impossible. There's no fucking way that the government would fuck us over. And I kind of think that may be the mainstream mentality that allows people to kind of block out the realistic issues that we have in this country, both minor and major. Yeah, I would love to see a revolution in America, you know, and I would be part of it. I'm not saying I'd want a violent riot, because that's just fucking stupid, just tearing shit up so that, you know, we can put ourselves more in the fucking hole. Although if we tear shit up, we would create jobs to build it back up. But I do think we need a revolution, but it's only going to take the ill-informed to be well-informed. And, you know, the reason why I say that everybody's stupid, and the reason why I say that we're all ignorant, is, well, because it's a simple fact. I mean, we are born ignorant. We are born knowledgeless, if that's even a word, because we don't know shit, and you have to learn and able to know what the fuck you're talking about. And if you're not too keen or find that studying or researching information is important to you, then there's a good chance that you just simply don't fucking know anything. And, you know, I hear it all the time. I'm not stupid, or, you know, I know what the fuck I'm talking about, or people just run off their mouths like, they'll say very vague things like, well, Obama's did some things that are kind of decent, and he's done some things that are okay. And it's just like, what are these some things that you're speaking of? You know what Obama hasn't done? He hasn't kept his promise on getting us out of a war. He's kind of started a new war in Libya. He's also started kind of like a little bit of a secretive war against whistleblowers. In a sense, not saying it's some conspiracy theory or anything. But you see, you don't have these vivid details because you don't study it. I'm not saying I fucking know everything, because I'm an absolute dumbass. But, you know, I'd like to see a revolution, but nobody's willing to, not only are they not willing to learn the information, but they're not willing to listen to it either. And no matter what you tell them, this applies to religion too, no matter what you tell them, it's not going to change their way of thinking, because they've already preset their mind on what they're going to and not to believe, which is sad. It's sad that somebody says, this is my opinion on this, regardless of what the fuck else I may find in the future, because there's always new information to be had, and there's always new things to be learned. And I think that changing your opinion on something is a positive attribute that we should all obtain. But yeah, because if you find out new information, there's nothing that says that you can't change your opinion on acquiring new information or a new experience. So yeah, I just want to say either we're all pussies and we're all dumb and we all have no fucking clue what's going on, and most of us don't give a shit enough, because that's really what it boils down to when it comes to human rights, etc., is we simply just don't care about one another. It's the same reason why communism will never work. It's the same reason why the rich will never give a shit about the poor, why the middle class will always discriminate against, I guess, people in a lower income situation than they are, because everybody needs to feel powerful in some way, I guess. They have to put down somebody else so that they feel like they're not on the bottom of the food chain.